Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night. Sweet dreams, sweet daylight. Thank you for joining me. I'm Julie Ling, and from somewhere on this sweet, wild, sacred earth, this is the voice of wonder and barking dogs. May they all find harmony within you. Today, I invite you to settle into the singing bowl of your hips, noticing as the breath rises and falls, noticing how you join it, something within you rising like a wave on the shore and easing away like the wave returning to the ocean of breath, rising within you and falling away again. This ocean of breath, which at once holds you and is you, that which breathes you, and that which witnesses the breath, that which is you, and that which holds and surrounds you. Noticing how you are, once again, and without ever ceasing, being breathed. The most sacred, most precious thing that gives life itself, already here for you, already here in you, rising and falling. Just settling into that, letting the breath once again have its way with you, and just letting your awareness drop into it, joining the rising and letting go with the falling, noticing what comes in and what is released, just as easy as that. And noticing as perhaps your thoughts that have been perhaps like static up here settle like dust motes that have been stirred up to the ground. Settle like the breath into your belly, your belly. Noticing how something softens and eases, how your awareness settles from perhaps above and to your head, how it lights up that place in the center of your head where light dwells, how that eye in your forehead opens, how the kindness joins it, noticing how it settles into your throat. This sense of light. May today your voice be the voice of wonder, the voice of peace, the voice of kindness, the voice of grace, without any efforting or struggling or trying or resistance or willing or making, simply noticing what's present here, this light, this grace already within you, brought in by the breath, and anything else released as the breath recedes like a wave back from the shore, returning to the ocean of being, and that fresh breath rising up inside you, perhaps sparkling like diamonds, clearing away anything that might block your voice, anything that might not be grace, harmony, beauty, peace, love, kindness, the truth that is beauty, the beauty that is truth. Just noticing as your energy and awareness settle into your heart, which has a much bigger magnetic field than your brain does. It's vast, so big around you. And just noticing as the breath brings your awareness into this magnetic field of your heart. What color is it? What color does it feel like? Is it soft? Is it bright? Is it smooth? Is it prickly and alive? Like Antenna, like the hairs on your skin raised up, alert, aware of what's around you, what's coming in. How is it? And as the breath rises and falls, you notice you settle into your belly, into the central sun, the sunlight within you, the center of will and willingness, of power to, not power over, letting the power over a part perhaps that you've been given and thought and believed receding with the next wave of the breath that returns to the ocean of being. And the next one coming in, just bringing the awareness of power to this power that you already have, nothing to struggle or strive for, already yours, already yours. And the awareness of that and the light of that and the gold of that, this strength, this power you already have. There's no wielding, there's simply being, power to be here in this body. And make no mistake, for so many of us, being present in this body is a thing. So many have been taught that the body was lesser, was mundane. I like to think of the word, this isn't the root, this is the way I vision it, feel it, as mundane being under the dance of the moon, underneath the sky, that which receives it, that part of us which receives the light of the sun and dances under the moon. Which is settling and will be new again soon. Just noticing this light inside of you like a sun. Suddenly someone has turned that dial up in your belly and feeling and seeing and sensing and tasting and smelling. Ooh, what does the sun smell like? Your sun, a part of the central sun, a part of the divine light, glowing, radiant within you. How does it light you up? How does it inform and infuse your energy, your day, even as the breath comes and goes, rising and falling like the tune you follow within you? And noticing how your energy settles a little lower into the sacral chakra, below your belly button, which I always experience as this beautiful, vibrant orange, like magma that rises up from the earth, the center of your creativity in all its forms. It's a center of sexual creativity. It's a center of imagination and bringing things into form in every way, whether it's a painting or a word which expresses through the throat, or an act of loving kindness, an act of the imagination, a drawing, a dance, a being, a grace. And settling, dropping finally into the sweet, sacred singing bowl of your hips. And noticing how your energy rests there, even as the breath comes and rises and falls and settles away. Just feeling this ruby red light that is so deeply connected with the earth. Feeling as the breath rises, that earth energy rising up through those roots you already have from her center into the belly and lighting up with ruby red light. And as the breath recedes, anything that no longer serves you simply being carried away, just settling and resting here. noticing here in the singing bowl of your hips what vibrates, what's here, what calls you to drop even more deeply, completely, fully, in, down, in, resting here as if it is the most comfortable armchair, easy chair you have ever settled into, and letting your body wiggle a little bit and move as you settle in to your home in this body on this sweet, wild, sacred earth. And noticing as more and more of you, your light, your energy, your being, your awareness settles into the singing bowl of your hips, and let your out breath be that sigh. As you enter a little more fully and feeling even your energy in your thighs and your knees. As if this is your mantra. Settling into your hips, your legs, your thighs. As this energy moves into your knees, softening and soothing and settling them. You, all of you in your knees, making it easier to move through your day, to move in this body, no matter what your age might look like in human years or dog years or earth years or turtle years, and they live to be 150. And you can bet your sweet bippy that turtles are in their bodies. They are grounded. They are here, and maybe that's one of the reasons they have such long lives. Their bellies touch the mother, or are so close they might touch them any time they settle. Their belly to belly with the Mother Earth. Just feeling yourself in your knees and in your calves and your ankles, settling in and into your feet. When that chakra in your feet opens, and everything you've carried that isn't yours, that didn't belong to you, or that did and no longer does and no longer serves you, simply oozes like molasses out of that drain. Out and back into the earth, for whom it is nourishment. For whom it is welcome. Just noticing how it feels as you empty. What's not yours is static, simply flowing out of your feet. And noticing as you are fully here and present in this sweet, wild, sacred body of yours, however it might look or feel, it is yours, your vehicle for this life. It holds you, and it holds you not in mundane clay, but and in the stuff of stars. These bodies are made out of the same elements that stars are. This holds you, the stuff of stars and the stuff of the earth, and you, the bridge in between. And notice how as the breath releases and relaxes, Any energy that wasn't yours simply drains away the still point within you. Just that stillness. Find the stillness, hold the stillness, let the stillness carry me. Just feeling that still point within you. Maybe it's like a bronze light in your belly, that stillness. Maybe it's like the light in the temple that never goes out, the light in your temple, which is a holy place that is you and that houses you. This holiness, your spirit is within. And noticing at once how you infuse every muscle, every fiber. You light up every nerve. You are every heartbeat, and every heartbeat is you. And also, you are like a skin filled with sky, with this pure, quiet, amber light, always lit, always within you. And as you move through this day, carrying this stillness with you and returning to it, remember, return to this part of you that is this amber light, this stillness, this silence within you. And any moment of static, any moment of hubbub, any moment of noise, white or otherwise, that does not serve you, this is still within you. And you can let the breath settle you into it, into this sweet singing bowl of your hips, and touch with your awareness, with your heart, with your being, with your sweet, wild, sacred feet. This awareness, this light that is eternal and that lives in this body, that is part of you in this temple, in this beautiful, beautiful body made of the stuff of stars, as are you. And when you're ready, I invite you to let easily your eyes open, looking around you. What beauty is here that you didn't notice before because the static or the hubbub got in the way? And if it does again, the stillness is here alive in you. You can drop back into it and let it light you up and see with those eyes, with that vision, with that warmth, with that sacred light. Give me oil in my lamp, keep me burning, already within you. And see with those eyes what's within and what's outside. Maybe you'll notice less difference than you ever did before. So I send you out with this blessing that without even thinking it, without even having to intend it, as you move through this day, this amber, beautiful light within you that is your light simply returns and calls you back to it over and over and over again, as many times as it might take, or for the pleasure and joy and beauty of it. Today, may you walk in beauty. Beauty before you, beauty behind you, beauty above you, beauty below you, beauty on your left, beauty on your right. May you walk in beauty, in beauty. May you walk, may you dwell, settling always into that sacred singing bowl of your hips. I'm Julie Ling, and today, in the silence, in the stillness, I invite you to hear how your heart, your soul are already singing.